In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different variations to get into a cross spin based on how much fluidity you want to have going into it, or if you want to intentionally kill the groove and do something that feels kind of like a wow factor. Let's dive in. Option number 1, all right? When we're doing a cross spin, we know that the setup for this spin is to cross. So the smoothest way, the most fluid way that you could get into this, one of the most, I'm just giving a few examples, is to actually start with a few crisscrosses. So getting low, already getting into that momentum of crossing with a slight hop, and then when you're ready, lock into that cross and rotate and turn out of it. The cross spin, also just a little side note, is often used with a bunch of other spins. So I'm only showing you one right now, rotating, pulling up into my perch, and then I would probably drop into a running man. But there are so many things you can do with it. You can cross, rotate, go into a pump spin, right? Like stacking spins on top of one another. It's a really, really great spin that is actually quite simple to learn if you're newer to shuffling or you're newer to spins, but it's also a great spin that if you want to advance your spins, you can like start layering and doing multiple spins. So I just wanted to say that. So option number 1, go into it with the crisscross. I'm going to teach this little piece from the back. I'm not going to go over the full anatomy of the cross spin today. If you want that in a future video, just let me know. But you're going to bend into it. As an example, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 crisscrosses, and then my 4th crisscross is going to be my setup crisscross that's going to get me prepared to rotate. So I'm going to cross my right leg over first, 1, and again 2, and one more time 3, and now as my left leg is coming forward, 4, and I'm going to rotate out of it, and I can finish it however I want. All right, so that's option 1. That's if you want something that's like a very clear connecting block between whatever it is you're doing before and getting into your cross spin. Number 2 is something that has a little bit more of like a hoppy kind of vibe to it. So if you're someone who likes to cut a lot of shapes, this might be a great option. So what I like to do now, I actually just made a video before this, which I'll post on a different day, about how when moves have too many like names, it gets confusing. So I'm gonna describe what this move really is, and then I'm gonna give it the name that most people will call it. That way everyone's on the same page. So I would recommend doing something that's a bit more hoppy, that has this like open running man variation, right? I'm sure you see this. People call it side jacks. I feel like it is a running man position. Your body is actually open. It's the same type of triangle position, but instead of facing, I guess I should go this way. Instead of facing, you know, towards your knees, you're actually just opening up. So it's basically like a jumping jack where you're opening and closing. All right. So using that in your cross spin, you could do 1 or 2 of those as an example. And then on your last open position, you can actually hold there for a beat, then go into your cross, then spin. It would look like this. Let's maybe go 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, or however you want to get out of it. All right, so I'm going to show that to you with the pause. So imagining you're coming from perch. Let's say you did 2 running mans to start, just to show you kind of how we're getting here. I'm going to open up, bending my knees. My hands kind of slice to the sides with my feet, so my arms are flowing where my feet are going. So I'm going to drop down and go 1. I'm going to stay low and come in and bringing my feet together. Now I'm going to open up again on 2, but I'm going to hold it here. So I'm not going to go 1 and 2 and, right? We're eliminating this last closed position. You're just going to go 1, come in and 2, hold, and now you're going to go immediately into your cross. I was spinning to my right side, so I'm going to cross over my left. 3, you're going to plant it there and then start unwinding, and 4. All right. You can unwind in that spin as well. Slowly, you can unwind quickly, so that will change the actual counts of the spin, but I just wanted to give you an idea of like how you could add these, ha, ha, boom, and drop. All right. The last one, this one is still kind of on that like hoppy vibe, but I call this intentionally killing the groove, okay? So if I'm doing a running man, my groove is like an up and down groove. Yeah, you can see that I'm syncing up, sync up, right? Sync down, pop up. That's what I meant by that. So if I wanted to intentionally kill the groove, I can use something similar to this like side jacks motion. But notice in option 2, I was already in this open position where it was very easy to cross and spin. In your running man, you don't really have that. So if I were to do 2 running mans, 1 and 2, and now we're in this position where we started in option 2, I'm from this point intentionally gonna kill that bounce groove that I just had. I'm gonna open 3, I'm gonna cross 4, and then rotate out of it as quickly as I want. All right, so showing you what that looks like. I'm actually gonna show you with 4 running mans because I want you to really see the groove and then see how I kill the groove. Okay, and I'll show you from the back after. 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. I spun a little too much there. So you can really, really see how I'm grooving with it. And then I'm like, ha, ha, right? Really nice and sharp. I'm not just like landing here. I'm intentionally like stopping, pausing time. Then I'm locking into a really nice solid prep position. Then I'm going out of it. All right. I'll show you from the back. We're going to do 4 running man. Start on the right leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Drop open 5. You're going to hold and cross 6. Typically, you could hold and, or you could go right into it. But from this point, the world is your oyster. However, you want to get out of that cross spin, whether it's just landing, continuing to rotate, adding another spin, etc. All right, I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if you have questions. I'm thinking I'm going to have to do a cross spin tutorial, so stay tuned for that because I think it'll be a great addition to this video. But hopefully this helps you have different ideas of how to get into a spin based on the level of fluidity or the level of like coming out of left field that you want to have in your shuffle flow, in your shuffle freestyle. Make sure you follow Shuffle Shred, subscribe so you can see all of the tips, all of the videos on how to become a more powerful, strong, confident, and unique shuffle dancer.